How noisy is that bicycle? So that was me riding my Japanese bike through the city of Chofu, which is the place where I'm staying now, with 7 Japanese people. And me. Not Japanese. It's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. I can speak Japanese fine. Well, I'll work on it. Anyway, so this video is about the arcade machines in Japan, and a thing called Pachinko, which I'll talk about a bit later on. This area is called Shibuya, really popular hangout in Tokyo for young people, and it's got lots of arcade machines. You might recognise it because it's one of the Channel 4 opening sequences, where they make a figure 4 out of all the various neon lights. This is one of the main arcade places in Shibuya. It was difficult to film inside, they kept telling me not to, so there's not that much footage, but it should be interesting enough. So these grab a prize things are very popular in Tokyo as well, and they're called UFO catchers here. And as you can see here, they work just as badly as they do back home. I love the way you spend loads and loads of money trying to win a prize that's probably worth about 10% of what you actually paid out. And here are some racing arcade games. The graphics are absolutely amazing, and you can even play online, which is kind of clever, I think. And just about here is, this was an underground basement full of old style arcade games, I guess where you would find things like Street Fighter 2, and these were only 50 yen to play, which is about 20p. As you can probably hear, these places are very noisy. A lot of these arcade machines have got massive speakers, so they can really quickly give you a headache, as you can see just there. There's a dancing machine. Now I love playing this one game in particular. It's where you hit these old traditional Japanese drums just there, called taiko drums. You can even play electric guitar on the arcades. You can even play the drums as well, the electric drums, as you see that guy doing. These images aren't very clear, sorry, but these are called Purikura booths, and this is where you can take pictures of you and your friends, and it prints them out and they come as stickers and you can put them wherever. And you can edit these pictures. Now this is a Pachinko parlour. Now Pachinko is a very strange thing in Japan. It's where you buy a big load of ball bearings and you pour them through a kind of upright vertical pinball machine. And you don't have much control over where they fall. You can press maybe one button, and if they fall in a certain place, then you can get some prizes, some tokens back. Now you can see people have got buckets of these ball bearings, and you do buy them by the bucket, and these people spend hours sitting in front of these weird circular machines watching the balls fall down. Now some of these images are a bit shaky, I'm sorry, it was highly prohibited to film in these pachinko parlours, and there are TV cameras everywhere and loads of attendants, and I think a lot of these places are owned by the Yakuza, and so it made me a bit nervous. As you can probably hear, these places are deafening. I see a lot of people sitting there with these ball bearings stuck inside their ears to protect them against the sound. Now if we take a closer look, you can see these people are just kind of hypnotised, sat watching these strange vertical pinball machines with all the balls dropping. Very strange sight. Okay, so you can win kind of tokens from these pachinko machines if you do well, if all your balls fall into the right slot. Now, because gambling is illegal, you can't officially win money back, but they get around that through some kind of loophole where you can win these tokens and you can exchange those tokens for prizes, but then you can immediately exchange those prizes for money. If you go to a kind of little booth out the back. And a lot of my friends, well, a few of them, would waste days and days inside these places. Sometimes they'd win a lot of money, sometimes they'd lose a lot of money. It's a very strange thing, and you don't expect it from seemingly kind of sensible, conservative Japanese people. A lot of them tell me they go in there just because it's nice and cool, with good air conditioning during the summer months, but I think there's a certain amount of addiction here as well. Anyway, that's enough for this week. Stay tuned for next week and keep writing those comments. I really enjoy hearing what people have got to say. Bye bye!